Okay.
Once
Okay.
again, I'll share my screen.
Okay. I will stop sharing one second. Yeah, you can go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. All the faculty members and students, and for today's speakers. A warm welcome to APSC session on digital system design using VLS and ADA tools. So I would like to say thanks on behalf of APSCDC for for accepting invitation to conduct this digital system design ADA technologies to the faculty and students of various engineering colleges and polytechnics. I would like to say thanks to Ramesh sir and his team for accepting our invitation towards to conduct this online training program. And as part of today's session, Mr. Uh, I would like to introduce Mr. Ramesh sir, who look after the Apply World and the head of operations and co-founder of Apply World from Hyderabad. So hand over to session to sir, and sir will give brief about the company profile and the training programs that offer to APSCDC and the futures that they are in ULSA and EDA.
ఏ అయ్యి ఏది
Hand over to you, sir. Thank you.
1 2 3 4
Yeah.
ఇలా వచ్చింది
Thank you. I sincerely request everyone
నీవు
to be
ఒకటి
on
కట్
mute.
చేయి బాబు
Please don't mind. Hello. Yeah. Thank you. So, thank you, Sunil, and the complete team of APSSDC, and Bharti ma'am also, who introduced me to APSSDC, along with Sunil, who has given me the opportunity to address our all the students who
Sir,
are
sorry
attending.
for the interrupt you, sir. You please share your screen, sir. I'll start.
I will do that. I will do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hope everyone can see my screen. If it is fine, you can just put one word in your chat box. Yeah. John, you can just reply in the chat box. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Great. I sincerely request all other participants to be on mute. If you have any queries or something, though, you can just interrupt me in between. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. G Sai Baba. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, see, let's start with the session. We are already running late by 10 minutes exactly. And would like to thanks once again the whole team of APSSDC who has introduced us to be a part of this program. And to to talk about this is Ramesh here. I'm one of the co-founder for Apply World. Basically, I'll just take about 3 to 4 minutes of the time to introduce what we do in Apply World, what we are, and what we are focused at. Then this will be my session will be followed by Mr. Pradeep and Mr. Aditya. Both are my technical teams who are located at their respective locations from their hometown. Due to this pandemic, we have not yet attending the office directly. So weekly we do come for about 2 days in Vijayawada, 2 days in Hyderabad. So both the places we are located. Okay, and today's session till the fifth day, the session will be set between Aditya and Pradeep. Okay, so I sincerely request all the people to be on mute. If you have any queries, we can give you extra time, extra session. And those who are really interested to have a feel about digital designs or the analog systems or the other EDA tools which are available in the market as of today, and the career perspective, which we'll be talking about in a later stage. So I believe there are a couple of students, there are a couple of faculties who are attending from different colleges. Okay, so I welcome you all for this session. And just to make sure like what we are, Yeah, so this I have already introduced. We are present in two locations in Hyderabad and Vijayawada, and our strengths, our employees, and our customers. So, to be very specific here, we are a small team, about 9 people who are present at two locations, but our customer base is too high. We are about 79 customers across India. So, in that, 40% comes from the DRDO labs. We work very closely with the verification and design services, FPGA services to all the DRDO labs, and specific to South India. We have not explored into the northern part of India. So, if we see nearby, we are working with NSTL Vizag, RCA Hyderabad, ECL, and there are a couple of HAL labs which are present. And recently we started talking with Bell Machilipatnam also. Okay, that is one of the area. And customers, as I specifically told you, 30 to 40% comes from defense, and rest 50 to 60% comes from the academic sector. We are present in almost all IITs in India and all the colleges in Andhra and Telangana. If you talk any engineering college, I think we are there tentatively because we are a part of some of the other labs, helping them to establish the lab, support them, and train them. And the faculties who want to do their PhD programs, we do support for their regular academics parts also. Okay. And the Vijayawada team, which is present here at Mogalrajpuram, this team looks care about the post-sale support. Okay. And the different technologies which we are working with, and we are a partner in terms of a distributor or maybe a association with these guys. So I just want to name specifically our 80% work gets into VLSI. So don't mind, I sincerely request to be on mute. Kindly have a look on it. Okay, thank you guys. So Xilinx Metagraphics is our domain. So we are main partners for this, and we've been working into this domain for last 14 plus years. So tentatively, it's about 15 years we are into this. Previously, I started my career with Texas Instruments, then followed by Xilinx, and now I'm a part of Applywood. Along with me, there are a couple of guys who are working from Intel and Metagraphics also. So you can see here Xilinx, Metagraphics are the purely EDA tools for the front end and back end. Coming to the Disilent and the Xilinx hardware for the FPGA programming. And NVIDIA, we work for artificial intelligence and machine learning activities. And you can see on the right hand side, that is ANSYS, which is the mechanical domain. And we do the antenna designing also in electronics domain. So coming to the SpeedGoat, it's a part of MathWorks company, which is into the real-time simulation and test. Unmute. Sorry, I think by mistake it got muted. And the core part we can see here, we are into this PCB and fabrications also. We design two-layer PCB, multi-layer, but multiplayer PCBs we outsource, but for the two-layer we do it in-house. And coming to the rock bottom, you can see this is the complete IoT specific into the LoRa technologies. So we've been using our Arduino, Raspberry, and all this. But apart from that, the next level which we have moved on, and as of today, we focus on the LoRa for all the social factors, which I'll show you a couple of examples which we have done recently. Okay. Here I have mentioned like DRDO labs. I'm not very specific here, but here you can see the area which we are covering into the academic sector. PCBs labs, FPGAs, DSP, RF, 3D printing, and specifically I told you 60 to 70% our time is invested and we work on the VLSI part. That is our strength, and that is where we are very popular about. Other all domains is like it's a smaller team, but specifically into the VLSI, we are very good in that, and we are well recognized in the market. And apart from this, we do all these internships and industrial training programs for our diploma guys, ITI guys, BTech, MTech, and the research scholars for their area. And specifically for the PhD guys, we are focusing on the device modeling, which we will come in the later stage. So this is one thing. When the COVID has started in last year, we started working using our Raspberry and LoRa, so which we have implemented in multiple offices or bus stops and couple of temples where we've been seeing how it reads whoever is not wearing the mask. So small entity we started with, and now we have gone to the next level where it does a complete thermal reading and it gives a reading to the live thing. Now we are trying to do at Siddhartha and Vijayawada, where every student, if he walks into the college or a school, so every fetch recognition is done and the temperature is recognized. So that is where we've been upgrading this product. This is just like a social factor which we have implemented. Even I see in APSDC at the entrance you can install it. So this is one more real-time implementation. On the right-hand side, if you see, this is our LoRa-based agricultural thing, which we are focusing on aqua and agricultural part. So this is a company called as Cultivate. Cultivate has bagged the order from Maharashtra, Gujarat, and our Andhra Pradesh. So even we have showcased in number of exhibitions, and it is one of the success story. So I won't go into details about this because this is more into embedded and IoT solutions. Left-hand side, you can see this is from the Karnataka, Medicare, and Uttar Pradesh, I think so. I don't know the exact place where our teams has implemented to track the animals about their health and all this. And not to take much of the time, you can see I have added couple of names which are very familiar in our AP and Telangana region, and we are present almost in 262 colleges in South India as of today. Okay. And these are the different trainings programs which we do internally. Sometimes we go out, we come to the colleges and do it, and based on the requirement. Okay, so you can see the number of things. Even for the intensives, we invite the people to come to our office post COVID, in fact. So last year we didn't do anything, but we have run couple of online intensive programs for about 600 students from last August 3rd, I think, and we have closed somewhere in February. Again, in the month of June and July, we have done about 120 people from Hyderabad. And these are the different online programs which we keep on doing, and we take the feedbacks. Okay, so not to take much of the time. So that's it. So if you have any queries on this, you can visit our site www.applyworld.com, and any student who want to have a try on a FPGA hardware or a EDA part, though you are from a diploma, though you are from ITI or a fresher in the engineering, you are most welcome to come to our office at Hyderabad office in LB Nagar or at Mogalaspuram in Vijayawada. Okay, we are located both the places. So you can just take down the mail ID or the contact number, or maybe the website. In the website, you will get all the details. Okay, so that's it from my side. So I'll be just introducing my colleague. Just give me a minute. Any one of you have any queries about this agenda? Can you just, I would like to know the number of students or the faculties. Is there any faculty who is attending today's program? So you can just unmute yourself. Any one of you, any faculty, any student from engineering background, if anyone. Okay. Okay. So is there anyone from diploma from electronics and communication? No one. So I just request. Okay, I'll just take the random name if you are not replying here. Okay, I can take someone called as CH Venkateswarlu. So, are you there? You can unmute yourself, Venkateswarlu. Okay.
Monica has raised her hand, sir. Actually,
Okay. So done. Great. So Monica, you can just
unmute your mic and speak. Don't know whether you are faculty or student.
Okay.
But you can unmute your mic and speak if you have any questions.
That's great. Yeah, Venu, I'll talk to you. Just I'll talk to a couple of people, Sunil, just to understand. Then we'll start the session. Okay. Thank you. Monica B. You can speak.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, great.
Sir, I am B. Monica from Kuppam Engineering College, sir. Diploma first year, Electronics Engineering, ECE, sir.
Okay. From diploma background, you are in first year or second year? Monica, you are from first year or second year? Okay.
She left, sir, actually.
Okay, no issues. So someone was there, Venu. Someone have raised their hand. Venu. Okay. So see, my sincere request, if you ask more questions, we'll be very happy to interact. And మీకు ఏ ప్రాబ్లం ఉన్నా మేము దాన్ని అడ్రస్ చేస్తాం. There is nothing as such that ఇది కొంచెం ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ గా ఉంది or ఈ టాపిక్ మాకు అర్థం కాలేదు. సో విల్ గివ్ ఎనఫ్ టైమ్. If required, we will give a individual attention also. The basic idea of running this program, there is a lot of effort from my team to make sure to run this program for 5 days, irrespective there are 10 people or 1000 people. We want to address each and everyone, provided you are interested and you are interactive. Definitely, you seriously believe it or not, if maximum people are from diploma, you keep a focus on this digital electronics. There is a lot of scope for the diploma guys. Sometimes engineering background students also, they are not recruiting. They are recruiting only from the electronics background from diploma. I have seen literally recently from the institute called as Government Institute of Electronics, West Maritpalli, Secunderabad. There are batch about 90 people. 73 people got placed as soon as they came out. So that is one of the classic example. And you believe it or not, maximum people have placed at Sri City in Tirupati region, or maybe in Chennai border, or even in Hyderabad. Because I sincerely request, digital design is one of the most important topic for you guys to grow over a period of time. My colleague, I don't know if time permits, on 4th day or 5th day, if he comes in, he is a diploma graduate. First 4 years he worked with me. Now you won't believe, he is an Intel and he is a verification engineer. And his salary is better than the engineering graduate in comparison with the experience. His experience is about 12 years, but his package is about 30 lakhs plus. So there is a lot of scope for the diploma. Most of the students, sometimes they feel, okay, it chesam kada, so okay, ideal job vachina, 10,000 vachina, we will go it. See, as a electronics and engineering background myself, from engineering, I always believe electronics from the diploma guys have a better experience on the hardware part, and there is a need. Just the thing, we have to find a path, and your approach has to be good. PCB designing, anywhere, these are the two areas you have to focus. So I'll just take the session on the last day tentatively on the placement prospects and all this. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and see if my colleague comes in. Aditya, are you there? Sunil, can you just unmute Aditya @ApplyVolt?
Yeah, he can
Oh,
unmute his.
Okay. I thought it's a forced this thing, but fine.
No.
Okay, I'll just check in, and I just want పిల్లలందరూ మీకు ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో కంఫర్టబుల్ ఉంటే యు ఆస్క్ ద క్వశ్చన్స్. You don't mind. You just think we are also one of your friend, your roommates or your friends. How you talk, make sure the sessions has to be like that. మేము ఏదో చెప్పుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోతా, మీరేదే లైక్ ఓకే ఇట్ ఈస్ లిటిల్ హయ్యర్ ఆర్ లోయర్, డౌట్ అడుగుదామా వద్దా, సో ఇన్ని డౌట్స్ పెట్టుకోవద్దు. ఎవరికి ఏ డౌట్ ఉన్నా వీఆర్ రెడీ టు అడ్రస్. మీరు ఎవరన్నా ఈ ఏరియాలో విఎల్ఎస్ఐలో ఆర్ ఎఫ్పిజిఎస్లో ప్రాజెక్ట్ చేసినా వీఆర్ రెడీ టు సపోర్ట్ దట్. డోంట్ థింక్ విల్ చార్జ్, విల్ డూ కంప్లీట్లీ ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్. ఇఫ్ సమ్వన్ వాంట్ టు వర్క్, హ్యావ్ ఏ ఫీల్, వచ్చి మా ఆఫీస్లో పనిచేయాలనుకున్నారు, యు ఆర్ మోస్ట్ వెల్కమ్. బట్ టీమ్ సైజ్ అబౌట్ 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. We are a small team. We can always welcome all the guys, specifically from the diploma. ఎందుకంటే మీకు ఎఫ్పిజిఎస్ పైన డిజైన్ మీరే చేయొచ్చు, మీరే దాని ప్రోడక్ట్ డిజైన్ చేయొచ్చు. యూ కెన్ డూ ఎ ప్రోటోటైప్, యూ కెన్ లాంచ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఎ ప్రోడక్ట్. దేర్ ఆర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ స్కోప్. ఓకే, సో 1 minute, I'll be on mute. I'll just connect. John, can you check with Aditya that is back to the session?
Yes, sir. Already sir is there.
Okay, then fine. Thank you. So I sincerely request Aditya to unmute yourself. I'll mute and you can share your screen. I'll stop my screen. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. He will be joining. He just messaged me. He was also having a session till around 6, so he took a 15-20 minutes break. Now he's back. Okay, just give me a minute. Thank you guys. Anyone have any doubts? Any one of you? You can visit our site www.applyvolt.com. So thank you, Sunil. Thanks for your time, and my team will take care from here. Okay, and they'll be
Excuse me, sir.
yeah.
Sir, thank you.
Sunil sir, can you make sure that unmute the mic for Aditya?
Yeah, no sir. He has right to access his own mic, sir. He can unmute himself. Don't have any
Okay,
external permissions.
okay.
Sir is asking
Okay,
to
once again,
unmute.
if he want to share his screen, I need to give access to him. Okay. Anyhow, now he is a co-host. Now he
Yeah,
can
now it will
have
be
the
good.
right to access it. Okay.
Done. I think he's back. There were a couple of people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right now I'm clear, sir. Thank you.
Aditya, just a minute. I'll just address. There are a couple of messages here. BTech final year, I have done project related digital design, piece price. Okay, you can contact me on my number. Okay, you can contact me. I will address you individually. Okay, someone, and I can see people schedule. So schedule also Aditya will give a figure once he's here. Okay, so he's already there. Okay, I'm unable to. Okay, great. So thank you guys. Thanks for your time and welcome you all again for this session. Make sure out of this around 60 people, I strongly believe it has to be a good interactive session. Okay. So మీకు ఎక్కడన్నా అర్థం కాకపోయినా you can interrupt. మీకు ఎక్కడైనా ఎక్కువ డౌట్లు వచ్చి like okay, you can raise your hand or put it in the chat box because I have given 2 resource people. One will be addressing, one will be at a backup to look after the questions which you are putting in the chat box. And after the session also, if someone is really interested, we are ready to address you individually. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Aditya, you can take over. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Good evening, all of you. This is Aditya. So, am I audible, guys? Am I audible?
Yeah, good enough, Aditya. You can go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Right now, I'm sharing my screen. Let me confirm that my screen is visible to you or not. I'm with thank you, Apply Volt. Is my screen visible to you guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Good evening, all of you. Once again, welcome back to today's session. So today's session is on digital systems design using VLSI EDA tools in association with AP SSDC. So it's great to take part in this session. I must feel anxiety to take part such type of events because yeah, a lot of young people are eagerly waiting to learn contents. I hope that I must be facing a lot of questions. I'm going to face a lot of questions from the young people. Okay, I'm hoping so that I need to take a lot of time to answer for such type of questions. So before starting my session, I'm asking the one question from my side. Any one of you, I heard that many of you from BTech, many of you from Diploma, many of you from different fields also. Okay. So you just tell me, it's a kind of question or challenge I am asking you. You just tell me in your day-to-day life, just tell me one device which is not incorporated with some form of an IC or a chip or a memory card. Just tell me. It's my question or it's my challenge because you guys are, you should know what is the need of taking part into this session. Yeah, I think my question is clear. I'm just expecting from your side. Please tell me one device without a battery, at least without battery backup or without a kind of processor or an IC or something else. Okay, or some kind of automation right from the morning till you sleep. Okay. First of all, am I audible? Because I'm not getting any response from you guys.
Audible, sir.
Yeah. I'm expecting some kind of response from the participants only because it is online as we are not facing physical persons, it is difficult for me if I'm not getting the response. If you are not willing, then I can start my session. Not even one person ready to take part into the session. So the reason behind my question is I wanted to know what is your expectation with this session. For that only I'm asking. What is your expectation? Why you are joining? Why you are spending a time of 5 days? Each day, mostly 2.5 hours of session. It's very tough to sit by this time. But still you guys are here with a lot of expectations. Okay. Expectation lot is okay. But what is your expectation? So I just wanted to know. Yeah, pin drop silence. Yes, I could understand that you guys are with the best level of discipline. Yes, of course, it is also a valid point, but discipline is not a valid. Okay, I wanted to mention you one point. When you are in a ground, you must play. Okay, you are not supposed to exhibit the discipline. Okay, when you are in somewhere, then you can show your discipline level. Okay. So that I'm expecting. Anyway, thank you very much. Okay. So myself, Aditya, I'm working as senior application engineer, ApplyVolt. My association with this ApplyVolt is even decade. Okay. Yeah. Coming to the module agenda. Okay. These are the things which I wanted to concentrate, which we people wanted to concentrate, which we people wanted to cover up. And here I just want to mention one point. Coverage of volume or more number of topics are not our motive itself. Coverage of more number of topics or more number of different topics. Okay, discussing, that's not our intention. So that's not our primary target. One thing is, so we are much happy if we could able to transform even a single topic. We are very, very happy if we could able to transform. If a couple of students are just turning into VLSI sector or VLSI side, yes, that's make us feel very happy. Okay. So for the sake only, we just providing the list of topics, but we are not only restricted to cover these topics. Yes, you can go beyond the listed topics. Yes, you can trouble us. In fact, you can trouble us by shooting a lot of questions and by spending more than additional time also. No problem. Okay. So time restriction is not there unless until you guys are feel bored. Yes, we are ready to spend, because our intention is to transfer the information. Okay. Known to unknown. That's it. Known to unknown. That's it. Okay. So introduction on technology, and then VLSI design flow. So that VLSI design flow primarily with a VLSI front-end design and a VLSI with a back-end design. Okay, VLSI with the front-end design, which we are concentrating by using Xilinx Vivado. So recent Xilinx ISE modified as Vivado, Xilinx Vivado. And the back-end part, we are working with Mentor Graphics EDA tool. So this comes under VLSI design flow. The next immediate topic is logic and minimization techniques. Logic and minimization techniques. So I think you guys are much surprised at the availability of memory cards today. Even 512 GB memory card is available. But the most beautiful thing with that 512 GB memory card is your 512 GB memory card physical size is not much greater than, even not greater than the 1 GB memory card physical size. Okay, 1 GB memory card physical size is exactly same as 512 GB memory card. Imagine what is a factor which could able to transform 1 GB memory card physical size into 512 GB memory card. So that is, one could able to design a logic without optimization and with optimization. So optimization or reduction makes the people to convert a small memory card, memory card with small capacity into a memory card with a large capacity. Okay, that's why we wanted to address. We are not saying that we wanted to clear, we wanted to discuss each and everything that comes under minimization techniques, but we wanted to address the minimization techniques also, by which one could able to design a logic with a moderate amount of hardware and with less amount of hardware, even with high amount of hardware also. So next topic is overview on FPGA architectures, because recent development in FPGA is also in with machine learning, artificial intelligence, whatnot. Okay, so you'll get some piece of knowledge on FPGA architectures also, internal architectures and its utilization flow also. Next topic, next line, implementation with hardware and debugging. We wanted to take an example and we wanted you to know the flow right from the beginning till the end. Means by working with FPGA also, we will make you to know. Okay, my sincere request you guys, I don't know the level of participants, whoever might be there on the other side, just I'm delivering. Okay, feel free that you are here to know the content. You can shoot me, you can ask me at any level. Okay, wherever you are not happy, wherever you are not comfortable, just put it in chat box or put it in just if possible, we people are always ready to answer to your questions. Okay, implementation with hardware and debugging, and then so some kind of projects. If you students are just interested, or if you are interested to work with us or work with your projects, yes, if possible, we are ready to assist you. We are ready to help you. Okay, so these are the basic level of topics which we want to discuss. And I told you these are not restricted. Yes, we can do a lot. We can do lot more. But the thing is, there is a restriction in the schedule. And if you guys, anyone or any of you guys are interested to work with us, or to work for your personal development, or to work for your professional development, or for your academic development, yes, we are always ready to help you, assist you, work with you. So only investment we are expecting is interest to work with the VLSI. That's it. Yes. So just I wanted to make a note on yes, what you guys can learn. What you guys can learn. I feel that many of you guys are diploma or triple E or some other branch itself, but there is a flow in the VLSI. There is a flow in the VLSI itself. Okay. If anyone wanted to learn VLSI, doesn't mean that straight away he can work with VLSI. He needs to do some background work. That background work is nothing but technical subjects he or she is studying. So if he or she well aware of the technical subjects from his academics or her academics, then so easy for him or her to enter into VLSI. That's why if you guys are interested with the digital logic or digital IC design or digital circuit design, then first thing is you have to look into your syllabus. You have to look into your syllabus. Okay, what are different dimensions of your syllabus? What are different dimensions of your subjects? Then where you are lacking, and what is the amount of effort you're supposed to pay, or attention you're supposed to pay to cover the topics in a fruitful way, means for the successful level of development. You should able to get a job. You should able to get a job. Okay, with this knowledge you should able to get a job. Okay, without working or without interpreting or without looking into the syllabus, where you are going to start and where you are going to end. It's very important. Many of you guys are studying a lot of subjects. Okay, in my personal experience, I wanted to tell you one example. way back, we just trained one candidate. Of course, we trained a lot of candidates, but one candidate is just in our memory forever, of course. So that candidate basically from Triple E BTech. Okay, he has joined for our training session itself. And of course, we trained him only over a period of 1 month. Okay, and we don't know whether it is of our side effort or is interest from his side. But at the end of the training, and he could able to make a decision that even though he is from Triple E, he could able to make a decision that his next level of journey should be with VLSI. So next level of journey should be with the VLSI. Now is with a much good amount of salary. Okay, you just imagine. You guys are thinking that yes, I am from Triple E, so it's not possible for me to learn VLSI. Don't think that. Don't think that. Okay. So if you are really interested to earn much, if you are really interested to settle well, then so VLSI is giving you a scope. VLSI is giving you a scope. That's why in the initial only, I was asking one question. Tell me one application without your VLSI equipment. What not? Your mobile, okay, your TV, day-to-day TV, LCD, okay, your computer, what not? You just go to your hospital, whatever the equipment you are using. So sophisticated or modern equipment. So without VLSI, yes, today nothing is possible. Clear? Nothing is possible. That's why, yes, VLSI is with a great boom, with this great scope for you. VLSI is inviting interested people with a little bit knowledge. Yes, you can learn once you entered into the sector. Okay. So here, just think that this digital design or a VLSI design. Okay. Whoever are at the beginning stage, then what you are going to learn or what you are going to focus or what you are going to study. Okay. So with my level of understanding, I wanted to focus like, see, this is, okay. First one is basics of digital electronics. Okay. First one is basics of digital electronics. You should know basics of digital electronics. Okay. I can say few books are available like R.P. Jain. Okay. Or Maris Mono. Those are the books you supposed to refer to cover or to get some knowledge on the basics of digital electronics. Yes, I will give some more information about that digital electronics basics. But your next thing is you have to concentrate. The next thing is logic families. Logic families itself. Okay. Why that logic families? Yes, I will clear you. Okay. Yes, I am having a clear map, a clear-cut map from one point to other point, one level to other level, such that you can start at the beginning and successfully you will come to the ending point of VLSI itself. Okay. Successfully you can come to the ending point of VLSI. Okay. So the third point is combinational circuits. One point to remember, combinational circuit may be very small, might be very large. Okay, but the thing is how big it is. It's to start from a small component. That small component is a logic gate. How big it is. Okay, it should start from basic gates or universal gates. Basic gates or universal gates. So what you supposed to learn? You're supposed to learn how to design basic gates or universal gates effectively when compared to your friends. Then with the effective or efficient basic gates, simple gates, you can develop effective, efficient combinational circuits. Of course, a small level of combinational circuits. After that, if you still need, yes, you just group them, you just combine them such that you can develop even bigger modules, even bigger modules, even so-called big modules. Okay. So there is a saying, okay, I think many of you guys are aware of it. So even century, okay, starts with a single run. How big is the digital logic? It starts with a basic element called gate. Okay, gate. Then what is the internal structure of gate? You have to concentrate. Yes, different structures are there. With each and every structure, you can design same gate, but with different electrical properties. Okay. Then if electrical property changes, then the kind of combinational circuit you are designing will also change. Okay. If the combination circuit change, then the combination of combination circuit, yes, definitely there is a change. I hope that I am clear, guys. Okay. Then next topic is immediately sequential circuits. Yes. So this sequential circuit is nothing but a combination of combinational circuit as well as memory elements. Combination of combinational circuits as well as memory elements. Okay, memory elements. Then next topic is registers and memories. Why I supposed to study these registers and memories? Here, in order to complete your sequential circuits, I told this sequential circuit is a combination of combination circuits and memory elements. Here, if you don't know something about these memories or its design, then how can you construct the sequential circuits? Okay. So digital design or VLSI design focuses on these topics. Okay, these topics. Yes, you can ask me a question, sir. As a diploma student, then what about these topics? Yes, these are the only topics. But the thing is, you restricted to the basic level only. Then what about BTech student? Yes, for a BTech student, bit advanced. And what about MTech student? Yes, so there is no bit advanced. That MTech student must learn each and everything. Then only that fellow could be called as MTech, Master in Technology. BTech, Bachelor in Technology. Diploma, just starting in technology. Yes, a diploma student could able to touch 30 to 40% of design knowledge. A BTech student could able to touch 60 up to 60 to 70% of complete flow. Okay, whereas MTech student should able to know right from 0 to the not 99.9999%. This interpretation is only based on syllabus, I'm telling you. Okay, so from this discussion, you can say, sir, as a diploma student, can I able to get a job by this knowledge? Yes, it is possible, but only thing is you should able to put extra effort. Okay, for that extra hard work, yes, you will get extra payment also. Here in Hyderabad, there is one company, PCB manufacturing company, and only intake for that PCB manufacturing company is diploma holders. That's it. Okay, diploma holders, and minimum pay is 22,000. Including PF, everything as per norms, industry norms, you'll get a job offer. Okay, BTech graduate, MTech graduate with good knowledge. Yes, that the company is not taking. Okay, of course, very less in number are invited from MTech and BTech, but more are invited from diploma background only. Okay, so yes, this sequential circuit is nothing but knowledge from combination circuits and the knowledge from this registers and memories. Okay, so though you are a diploma student, these are the sequence, but the level or depth of learnings will differ from diploma to BTech and BTech to MTech. But sequence must be same. Sequence must be same itself. Okay. Now, coming to the basics of digital electronics. Yes, what are there inside that basics? Okay. You supposed to learn or you supposed to make a comment on realization of and or not or some kind of expressions using NAND gate and NOR gates. Okay, of course, before to that, you need to learn some kind of number systems. something like that. Okay. And another thing is, so after working with expressions or Boolean postulates or Boolean expressions, you have to represent that expression in terms of sum of products and product of sum. Sir, what is the need of that representation? Yes, this representation will change the need of gate. Okay, sum of product means the first thing is product, and you need to take sum of that product. And here product of sums means the first thing is sum, then you have to take a product. Okay, so something like that means AND gate comes first, OR gate comes next, or else OR gate comes first, AND gate comes next. That will differ. Okay, so NAND, NOR, something also. Sir, what is the difference? Yes, NAND gate might be differing with respect to NOR gate in terms of electrical properties. So that internal structure or electrical property will be defined by the logic family type. That's why you're supposed to learn what is your gate and what is the internal logic family with which that gate constructed or that gate manufactured. Okay, then guys, if you are facing any difficulty, please just ask me. I will try to respond. Okay, so coming to the logic families, see here, define logic families. First thing, definition is a theoretical aspect, but performance parameters, without knowing that performance parameters, how can I take the decision of selection? Characteristics of digital ICs, CMOS, NAND, CMOS, NOR. Okay, so my logic could be with NAND gate or my logic could be with the NOR gate, like that. So this is about the logic families. This is about the logic families. Coming to the combinational circuit, with this direction, see here what I'm learning. So after having knowledge on gates and its functional response, here I supposed to realize a small functional modules like half adder, full adder, okay, multiplexer, such type of things I supposed to construct. Okay, diploma level, half adder, full adder, or half subtractor, full subtractor. BTech level, adder, subtractor. Okay, MTech level, parallel adder, binary adder, something like that. But even though the MTech guy wanted to fabricate a parallel adder or binary adder, he must consider the gates only. Internal structure of every logic must be starting with gates only. Without having knowledge on basic gates, yes, no one can do anything. Okay. Next one, sequential circuits. Okay, see here, different logic circuits with NAND, NOR are general. Here you're supposed to make a comment on if you want to develop half adder with NAND or half adder with NOR, which one is good? Which one is good in terms of speed? Which one is good in terms of power? Which one is good in terms of battery backup? That you're supposed to final. Okay, that you're supposed to finalize. Okay, then the one who wanted to use that half adder, full adder, or will come to you and take their adder circuits by paying the money quoted by you, as you are the designer. Next, coming to the sequential circuits. See, concept of sequential circuits you have to study means what is the internal structure of sequential circuit? Nothing but combination of combinational circuits and the memory elements. Okay, so for that you have to make a comment on design aspects of latches, flip-flops, and some sort of counters also. Okay, next. Okay, different logic circuits with NAND and NOR only. Here difference is in combinational part, you have to develop or try to develop logics by using NAND and NOR, but of combinational type. And here you have to develop logics by using NAND and NOR, but of sequential type. Okay, and combinational and sequential. Okay, so the mixed style or mixed version you are going to use for bigger modules like ALU, arithmetic logic unit, or computer, or memory address register, some type of structures you are going to use. Okay, then the last part is registers and memories. Now you just finalize. Okay, sir, what I can do with all these topics? Yes, whichever the logic you wanted to develop. Okay, whichever the logic you wanted to develop, right from the very small to the very big. But the selection of component must be from any one of the topics. Definitely from any one of the topics. Okay, then so what is your design flow? What is your design flow? For idea only, I'm telling you, first thing is you have to define what is your requirement. Okay, what is your requirement? Okay, common people or common public are speaking about requirement, but designer are not speaking in terms of requirement. They are saying that it is of problem. Okay, problem or a problem statement. Okay, after that, by taking that problem or problem statement, next thing is we need to construct a table. What is the truth table? This truth table is a relation between my wanted output with the available inputs. What is truth table? My truth table is nothing but it is providing a relation between my wanted output with the available inputs. Okay, if I properly represented, yes, my logic or function of that model is proper. If I improperly represented, yes, my logic or output is improper. Okay, so truth table is very, very important, and the conversion from input variables to output variables also very, very important. If you are unable to convey the proper relation between output variables and input variables, yes, there is no use. Okay, so your circuit may be very efficient, but functionally it is failed. Then you are not a good designer. Okay, so that's why truth table very, very important. Okay, and then next one is from the truth table, you guys need to get an expression in terms of output variables and input variables. Expression in terms of output variables and input variables. Okay, immediately after expression you have to, so far you just observe here, is there any logic element I'm working? No, not yet. Okay, now so just having expression in my hand, how can I design the VLSI? How can I design my logic? Yes, it's not possible. Now I supposed to convert that expression or expressions into digital logics. That's why I need to take a RTL diagram, a register, transfer, level, logics. I have to consider register, transfer, level, logic. This RTL diagram is nothing but the diagram in terms of basic gates or universal gates. Okay, this RTL diagram is nothing but the structure in terms of NAND gate, NOR gate, that is universal gates or basic gates. Okay, intended to satisfy this requirement because it was designed for a particular expectation. Okay, so here this is a diagram and here this is an idea itself. Problem is an idea. RTL diagram is a structure. Okay, next one is schematic. Yeah, from here onwards a bit difficulty to understand. Okay, here this RTL diagram is a kind of a diagram in terms of logic gates, but internal to that logic gate, what is the actual structure I'm taking? Now I supposed to go back to the logic families. I supposed to go back to the logic families. Okay, as far as my knowledge, logic families can be diode logic family, transistor logic family, transistor to transistor logic family, resistor to transistor logic family, like different types of logic families are available. Now I'm just trying to design my logic function in terms of NAND gates, but internal to NAND gate, that logic family is changing. Based on the version of logic family, my response, both electrical as well as functional, will change. Both electrical as well as functional response will change based on logic family. Okay. So if this RTL diagram represented in terms of internal architecture like transistor resistors, then that diagram I am calling as schematic. Okay. Here, this RTL diagram is with gates, NAND gate, NOR gate. But this schematic, I cannot say NAND gate and NOR gate. It is, I supposed to say, RTL schematic. RTL, this RTL is different. This is resistor transistor level. Okay. So that RTL, okay, transistor level logic. This RTL diagram is different. This RTL diagram in terms of gates, but this one is a DTL, diode to transistor logic. Okay. Transistor to transistor logic, emitter coupled logic, something like that. Okay. Here, in terms of switches or in terms of diodes or in terms of transistors, you are representing your diagram. But here, in terms of gates only, you are representing your diagram. Yes, friends, I will explain each and everything only for the sake of flow. Here, I'm giving you the information. Next one is, after the schematic, yes, you have to convert that schematic into layout. Okay, so this part I will come back after bit discussion. Okay, so next one is GDS-II file and next one is fabrication of IC itself. Okay, so after fabrication, again, you're supposed to go for the testing. Okay, so bottom part is the complete VLSI design flow. Problem statement to the testing is the complete part of the VLSI flow. What you have to fabricate, what you have to design. For example, if I consider AND gate problem I have to define, AND gate truth table I have to define, and AND gate expression I have to define, Z is equal to AB, and AND gate diagram I have to define, that is a symbol with 2 inputs and 1 output. And here for AND gate I have to draw the schematic in terms of transistors, whether it is in terms of BJTs or CMOS here. And for the fabrication purpose, I have to go for the layout. This layout is something like a layout which you are using before starting your house construction. Civil engineers are coming with a kind of layouts. Yes, approved DTDC layout. Okay, approved layout. What is that layout? Where your steps should come, okay, where your balcony should come, where your guest room should come, where your kitchen should come. There is a plan, okay, plan of alignment of each and every element of your house. Okay, similarly, here in the case of IC also, there are different components. Then I must define their locations and positions and dimensions also. Okay, so that thing I supposed to call as layout. Okay, layout. Okay, then I will show you a couple of figures which describe the layout of logics. Okay, and yeah, as I told you, later part of time I'm going to describe more about these GDS file fabrication and testing. Okay, any questions? Any questions from your side? Yes, there are no questions. I can go to next slide. Guys, I request you, please unmute your mic and let me know your questions. Okay, so that I could able to follow that you are in my lobby. Okay, or I could able to identify that yes, I am transporting or I am transforming the information. Okay, one way delivery is not good, I think. Any messages? Let me check. How can we get the recorded? Oh, Manohar sir, how did this training is beneficial? Yeah, I don't know Manohar is there or not. Okay, so this is a valid question. I don't think that questions are new. Okay, yeah. Okay, so just before starting my session, my actual session, just I wanted to let you know a few terms which are very, very essential for you guys, because based on these definitions only, we will do lot of things. We will do lot of things. Okay. My first thing is whether you guys are studying EEE, electrical and electronics, okay, ECE, electronics and communication engineering, or something else. Okay. So we are all candidates from physics origin, physics. Without physics, there is no electronics. Without physics and electronics, there is no branch, I can say. Even computers or instrumentation, something else. Okay. But that here, I wanted to define electronics. I wanted to define electronics. Okay. Guys, please concentrate on this definition, because in this definition, each and every word is an objective. Okay. Each and every word is an objective which makes you to work a lot with your branch. Electronics is the branch of science that deals with the study and flow of and control of electrons. What we are doing? We have to change the direction. Okay, we have to change the direction. Study of flow and control of electrons, and the study of their behavior. Let me explain in general words. If you throw a ball in air, what is the ball velocity? Okay. If you throw the same ball by the same person in water, what is the velocity? Okay. If you throw the same ball as a same person in the vacuum, what is the velocity? Now imagine that in place of ball, you just place an electron. Okay. You are just releasing your electron in an empty space or vacuum or liquid or gaseous or solid somewhere. What is its behavior? Okay. Same thing we supposed to define. That is nothing but electronics. That is nothing but electronics. Behavior and effects in the vacuums, gases, and semiconductors. Okay, semiconductors, and with devices using such electrons. What are such devices? You can say resistor, you can say transistor, you can say diode, you can say MOSFET. Okay, even you can say capacitor, you can say inductor. What and all these are the devices in which you are studying the behavior of electron in a different type of materials. Okay, one is creating some kind of electric field, one is creating some kind of magnetic field, one is creating some kind of blocking force, one is creating some kind of active force. See, okay, your electron is common, but you are changing the material. One material with high temperature, one material with low temperature. You are changing the ambient, okay, ambience. You are changing the environment. You are changing the condition, working condition. Every time you wanted to know the behavior of that electron only. Okay. So the control of electron is accomplished by devices that resist. See here, resist. Okay, means sometimes you don't want to allow all electrons from one place to other place. Okay, there you have to resist with the help of resistor. But in VLSI, you must resist, but you are not allowed to use resistor. You have to use only MOSFET or some kind of devices instead of resistor. Okay, And similarly, you have to carry electrons. Okay, clear? So to carry number of electrons, you are not going to go there and you are not going to hold the electrons and you are not going to carry those electrons. Okay, you are making the availability of some material such that available material will invoke or push the electrons to have their displacement or drift from one point to other point. Okay, like you just imagine CRT screen, CRT screen. Okay, what is the principle? Electrons are generated, drifted towards CRT screen. Based on number of electrons available, there is an image, okay, which we could able to retrieve as a sine wave or phase, something like that. Okay, select, steer, switch, store, manipulate, and exploit the electron. Doing lot of things, but imagine that every time you are playing with electron. Okay, you are playing with a ball. You are playing with a ball type of structure. Okay, placing that electron in a kind of different environments. Sometimes it is gas, sometimes it is solid, sometimes it is liquid. And every time it is with normal temperature, it is with abnormal temperature, it is with room temperature. But the thing is, you have to estimate the characteristics. Okay. So if you are in a room, if you are playing with a ball, yes, it is visible. But your device is not a room. It's a kind of device, like a diode. Okay. Internal to that, you have to estimate with the help of different modeling parameters. Okay. So that modeling parameters device platform is nothing but circuit. See here, circuit. Okay. Integrated circuit, digital integrated circuit. Okay, integrated circuit or digital integrated circuit. Now circuit, what is circuit? Group of elements. Okay, and this red part, elements are of linear type, non-linear type, unilateral type, bilateral type, unipolar, bipolar, lumped or distributed. Okay, so these are all materials types, different types of materials. Linear means excitation is almost the same as response, or response is exactly same as excitation. Non-linear means, yes, your response is not same as excitation, something different. And how much it is different, in what way it is different, yes, we have to estimate. Okay, earlier you are with different components like resistor, inductor, capacitor. Nowadays you are not allowed to work with resistor, inductor, capacitor. You are only allowed to work with MOSFETs, metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. That what we are calling as VLSI. Okay, in a manner to perform an intended task. In a manner to perform intended task. This is called circuit. Okay, circuit. After that circuit, next one is integrated circuit. Okay, we have defined electronics, we have defined circuits. After that, we need to define an integrated circuit. So almost all thousand number of components I wanted to make as a group, or I wanted to make it as a circuit. Okay, that can hold circuits with hundreds and millions of transistors, resistors, and capacitors to perform the wanted task. Okay, to perform the wanted task. So that is the integrated circuit itself. Now, last one is VLSI. What is your VLSI? Very large scale integration. Means this integrated circuit should be possible with very means more and more number of components, such that I can get more and more capacity circuits, such that I can make all these manipulations within no time effectively. Like I'm expecting quad core processor, octa core processor, okay, dual core processor, something like that. How it is possible? Because of these. Okay, more and more number of circuits with high speed, low power, and small area. Okay, you can design any circuit, but the thing is, its speed must be high, its power dissipation must be low, and area must be very small. Okay, way back, suppose if you guys were in fifth class or sixth class, by that time the kind of mobiles were completely different. Nowadays, you just observe what a kind of mobile. Okay, you guys could able to use sophisticated mobiles, cell phones. Okay, just like computers, but our fathers or forefathers weren't able to use such type of mobiles. Okay, so even we couldn't hear the call when we are speaking. Even we couldn't speak when we are hear the call. Okay, uncomfortable stage to comfortable stage. Now we are not comfortable with relaxing. Okay, with relaxing mode, because everything is available. Because our forefathers worked a lot to convert that uncomfortness to comfortness, because of this digital evaluation, digital logic evaluation. Okay, now just I want to give you a couple of examples of what technology, okay, can do for the people. Okay, of course, many of you guys might be knowing these examples, but here as a VLSI person, I wanted to address these examples. Okay, yeah, technology for the people. Now, so technology means, in my opinion, VLSI for the people. Okay, of course, different technology. Okay, different technology. Now, I think many of you guys might be knowing this Google Assistant or Alexa, something else. Okay, when you guys are speaking, some kind of speakers must be there. Okay, sensors must be there. Okay, so that sensor should be able to convert sound signal into electric signal, and internal to that electric signal, there must be some device such that it is carrying the electric signal from somewhere to somewhere. Okay, and some processor must be there to convert that electric signal into a kind of command, and as per the command, then it will do the task intended. It will do the task intended. I think many of you guys might be knowing the application of this Alexa or Google Assistant. If I say, Alexa, book a ticket for movie, yes. Okay, even even though I'm in my washroom or restroom, with my sound signals or sound commands, yes, it will search for the movies itself. Okay, if it is clear, then yes, it will finish the ticket booking. If it is not clear, then it is coming with the different questions. What are the questions? Questions are, yes, what is the movie? If I say some movie name, then if that movie is in only one theater, yes, it will book. Okay, otherwise it is asking for, yes, this movie will be played in going to play in more or less 6 or 7 theaters. Yes, which theater you are, then which level, means which type of ticket, something like that. Yes, it will do the task as instead of you guys. Okay, so instead of using that gadget or equipment, you just think a while how it is. Because being an electronic engineer or electronic student, we supposed to think what is there inside. Okay, sensors are there, integrated circuits are there, which are converting some command sound signals into electric signal into a processed data, and the data, okay, by which it is doing everything. Okay, this is one type of thing inside which everything is VLSI. Okay, if anyone is saying that, sir, nothing is there as inside VLSI, yes, come to me, we will discuss. Okay, next device. Yeah, I think many of you guys are aware of this. Okay, a rapid, okay, a rapid test kit, where I don't know what is the facility, as because of guys are unable to respond, I'm not getting the voice response, but I hope that you guys are following me. Okay, please type in chat box if you are saying okay. How many of you are aware of this rapid test kit? Let me check, some reactions are there. Yeah, yeah, lot of responses. Thank you. COVID test kit, yes. COVID test kit. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And just imagine that the situation before this COVID test kit, okay, you supposed to go to hospital and some fellow will insert a kind of needle a 10 to 12 inch I mean, some kind of plastic strip into your nose, and it is annoying, okay, too much disturbing component, but still we have to accept, okay. And then just it is taking outside something, some kind of disturbance, even crowd, just imagine the crowd also, even same thing is there. But now even at home, at your home only, just by sitting in your home or bedroom, you could able to do all those things, you could able to do all those things. And the additional features that comes with this kit is, within no time it will finish the process data processing, and it will send a message to your mobile with all the data, okay, with all the data. Just imagine, okay, how much comfort with the availability of this test kit, okay. Without this kit, you need to go to hospital and get a slot and get the help of that boy. That boy is always touching other fellows, and also without cleaning his hand, he will touch you. So that creates a lot of discomfort. But now someone needs to submit a kit. Yes, you yourself can do entire process. Okay. So nothing to everything because of VLSI. You can ask me, sir, what is VLSI inside this? Yes, if there is no VLSI, then how this kit can send the information to this mobile? How this kit can send the information to this mobile about patient's details, everything? Yes, initially I supposed to enter my basic data. After that, this kit will send the information to mobile. Okay, simply by scanning this barcode, yes, this mobile will fill with each and every information regarding that patient. Okay, next one. Yeah. See here, this is also a kind of device. Of course, it is not new device. It is so-called old device. Okay, invented in 2014 by Google plus Intel. Okay, and here this is only because of sugar patients. Okay, see here, the name of this equipment is a smart contact lens. Smart contact lens. What is the role of this lens? Okay, if this contact lens is not available, then so-called old aged fellows needs to go to the hospital, and they need to provide a blood sample for testing their sugar levels or glucose levels. Okay, you just imagine how painful it is to go to the hospital and get this slot to book this slot, okay, doctor appointment and testing, and how much time that fellow needs to wait as because of aging factors, and that fellow alone cannot go to the hospital, okay, cannot go to the hospital. And yes, someone should provide the assistance, okay. So keeping that point, Google and Intel come up with one project, so that is smart contact lens, okay. And what is the working of this? Simply, the guy who wanted to test his sugar levels or glucose levels needs to place this contact lens over the lid of his eye, just like placement of lens, okay, contact lens. Now, immediately after placement, okay, so the sensor will sense for the liquid over that eyelid, okay, and then it will process the data. It will process the data again. It will send the message to his mobile. Send the message to the mobile itself about the sugar levels, okay. And one more important feature is, so this smart contact lens is equipped with the transmitter as well as the processor, along with see here, this circular strips are for the solar energy capturing purpose. You're not required to connect any batteries, okay, for its working, okay. With such a low level of light that strips can able to charge, and it is getting its food for working, okay, energy for working, and will send the information within no time, and with the highest level of comfort, that old age person could able to test himself and take the decision towards the medication or something else itself. Okay. Of course, so these are all technical. These are all technical. But now see here, what is this device? I think boat. Okay, wireless. Guys are not even comfortable to carry some sort of wires connected between the ear point and the mobile. Okay, they are in need of wireless. See here, they are in need of wireless. Okay, yes, those things are also available. Okay, just imagine what is there. There must be some transmitter, there must be some receiver, there must be some sort of converter which converts electric signal into sound signals, and entire equipment must be very, very small, very, very small itself. That is what is technology for the people. Okay, so few equipment are for the health condition or something else, but few are only for the comfort. Okay, comfort. But anyway, need and survival of the purpose. That's important. Okay, that's why again I'm asking one question. Please tell me the name of a device which is not with any kind of this technology. Sir, I'm using one device inside which I don't feel that this kind of IC memory card something definitely not available. If that is your statement, then I feel very happy. Okay, even today's small equipment must be with a kind of process. Okay, anyway, so this is about the technology for the people, or technology for the VLSA technology for the public itself. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, guys. Thanks for your response. So I hope that many of you guys are following me. Okay. And if you are with any questions, please let me know. Don't feel that this is a kind of delivery. This is a kind of interaction session. Okay. Yeah. So as I told you, now I wanted to tell you, so what a digital gate can do, or how a gate can serve the purpose. Okay. So suppose if you guys as a diploma students, if you want to do some kind of projects, okay, yes, it is very easy for you to do some kind of projects, and you can make them to use at your home appliances, so that your parents felt very happy. Yes, my child did all these things. Okay, so for doing that, it is not required to learn a lot of scientific courses or a lot of bigger modules. Okay, those things are not required. Your basic level of knowledge, fundamental knowledge is enough for you to make such type of devices. Okay, let me show you things like that. Yeah, see here. If you could able to know the basic functionality of this AND gate, yes, you can design a burglar alarm itself. Okay. So here somewhere where there is a provision of entering, okay, unknown person entering, there you need to place one kind of sensor. Sensor means you can place a switch at the doorstep. Okay, you can place a switch at the doorstep. Okay, then only thing is, so with that placement, this terminal should be able to get some signal. That's it. Okay, clear? And now here alarm switch. Okay, alarm switch. So here, by placing this person sensor and alarm switch, see here, if both the person sensor and alarm switch are on, then the burglar alarm is activated. Okay, you can ask me, sir, how can I make a alarm switch is on? Yes, intentionally I'm putting this alarm switch in on condition. Okay, on condition. Okay. So upon keying this person sensor, so already on condition of alarm switch, and if it is on, then both the inputs of this AND gate is becoming 1. Okay, 1 and 1 means your output is 1. So output 1 from AND gate turns your burglar alarm into on condition. Okay. So like that, I can make it. Buying a 2-input AND gate is not a costly thing. Okay. So, but I can make a project. Itself like that. Okay, clear. So one more example is another example, that is, suppose if you want to just bell your doorbell, ring your doorbell. Okay. So if you are having 2 doors, one is front door and the other one is back door. Okay. So it is not good for us to place 2 bells, one for the front door system and the other one is for the back door system. Okay. And of course, say for example, you are in the ground floor, your parents are in the first floor. Okay. And suppose if you want to receive something else itself, okay, every time they are not calling you, you can do one thing. Just one port of that doorbell connected at the outside of ground floor, and the other port can be connected at the top floor itself. Okay. So just by pressing any one switch, yes, you can switch on the input of doorbell such that it is in a ringing condition. Okay, either the front doorbell or somewhere else. Okay, front door or back door, switch in the ground floor, switch in the first floor, switch in the ground floor, switch in the top floor. So only effort is you just need to make use of additional bit of wire. That's it. Okay. See here, with such a small logic gates, you can do things like this. And these things are not required to go for the costly equipment. Okay. Just before the placement of equipment, you need to place AND gate or OR gate. Okay. Yeah. One more example. Suppose if you want to design a door lock. Okay. See, I'm just showing you the block diagram working model. See, this one power supply. Okay, logic circuits. Here I wanted to design my electronics. Okay, logic, and then so this is my house, and to which I'm having a door, and the door lock system is connected to this. Electronics means a kind of a relay system. I'm going to generate a signal such that based on the generated signal only I can operate my relays. Okay, then I hope that these things are visible to you. Okay, see here, supply or batteries. Okay, there are 2 switches, logic circuits, and here I supposed to design logic circuit. Okay, so please try to understand, my door locking system is not connected through wire. Wired or wireless also I can design. See, this is my truth table. Okay, positive logic or negative logic I can design. Only thing is, see, an active state where the relay will close if either switch A or B or both switches are on. It's my wish. I can make my own logic such that I can turn on my A or B or both. Okay, a disabled state where the relay will not close if both switches are off itself. Okay. Who did all this? Okay. Now, so with that set of examples, we are entering into the actual VLSI design flow. So, yes. So, guys, these things are a bit new to you. Okay. You just stop me if you are not clear with these topics. You just stop me. my point is not to speak, I mean, not to cover all topics in a single day, or not to finish everything in a 1 day or 2 day. Okay. So coverage is not important for me or for my team. Only thing is we will try to convey, we will try to transfer the information from our side to your side. Okay. Your happiness is very, very important for us. Okay. So anyway, if anyone wanted to start to work with VLSI or already working in VLSI, then you just need to understand these steps. Okay. Understand these steps itself. Okay. Now, so steps in VLSI design, as I told you, this is Xilinx Vivado. I can say front end VLSI design. Okay. Front end VLSI design. Now, my first step is define the statement from the problem. Define the statement from the problem itself. Okay. Define the statement from the problem. So before going to the statement, let me go with the flow itself. Okay. Let me go with the flow. See here, just going to the, yeah. Yeah. So my statement is, guys, as with the, I'm starting with the previous example. Okay, I just showed one figure in which I could able to design a logic for the burglar alarm. Okay, so I came to know that in order to design a logic for that burglar alarm, my required logic is AND gate. Okay, then, so what is my problem statement? My problem statement is design a logic, digital logic, okay, which could able to produce output as logic 1 if and only if both of its input as 1, okay, logic 0 otherwise. This is my problem. Okay, this is my problem itself. What is my problem? Output should be, see here, here I am writing, or else truth table. Okay, so input 1 1, then only my output should be 1. Okay, my output should be 1. Okay, and if input is not of this case, then my output should be 0. Okay, so this is the logic definition or problem statement I am expecting for that digital logic required to design burglar alarm itself. Okay, then if you wanted to design that, please guys, I just wanted to show you the complete flow. Okay, first thing, then I just come back to explain those things required. Okay, and here, as I stated, the statement required for this is, problem statement required for this is design a logic. Okay, design a digital logic which should be able to produce logic 1 as output if and only if both of its inputs reaches to 1. Both of its inputs reaches to 1. Okay, and logic 0 or otherwise. Or otherwise means, so only this case my logic should produce output 1. Okay, in all other case my logic should produce output as 0. Okay, and with that statement, yes, we have to imagine that it is possible to get that output if and only if I consider my logic as AND gate. Okay, so I came to know that AND gate is my logic. I came to know that AND gate is my logic itself. Okay, I came to know that AND gate is my logic. Okay, now see. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to consider, yeah, I have to consider AND gate. Okay, so problem statement already defined. I just spoke out. Okay, now I have to draw the symbol itself. Okay, so this is my symbol. Okay. Sorry, this is the AND gate. I have to take this. Okay. And now this is my Z. Just I need to draw the truth table, because again I have to confirm this. Again I have to confirm this. Okay. As per the statement, whether that logic is matching with my statements or not, we have to confirm. Okay. This one is Z. Okay. This one is Z. Now 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 and 1. Okay. As per my statement, here if both the inputs are 1, then only my output should be 1, and 0 otherwise. Means all are 0. Okay. So this is the case. Means logic defined, truth table defined. Okay. What is its expression? See, as per the definition, my expression is, okay, my expression is Z equal to AB. Z equal to AB. Okay. Now symbol is there, RTL diagram is there, truth table is there, expression is there. Only thing is you have to draw the schematic. You have to draw the schematic. Okay. Now I told you schematic means AND gate schematic in terms of different logic families we supposed to develop. Okay. Like that, we have to identify the problem statement, and we have to follow step-by-step procedure right from the problem statement till the IC fabrication. Okay, so that I am just discussing with these days of topic itself. Okay. Yeah. So with that intention, if you want to look into the steps, see, your first step is define the statement from the problem. Define the statement from the problem. Okay, what is your statement? Design a digital logic. Design a digital logic such that output from the digital logic should be 1 if and only if both of its inputs, both means it is definitely with 2 inputs, both of its input must be at logic 1 comma 0, otherwise means output 0, otherwise output 0, otherwise means output is 0 if not both of its inputs as logic 1. Okay, so like that we are getting problem statements. Even sometimes we are also getting a problem statement like design half adder, design full adder, something like that. After that, okay, so taking that problem statement or problem, you have to think a lot. You have to think a lot. Okay, why you supposed to think? Without thinking, if you straight away started, then what are the number of variables required? What are the number of output variables required? Input variables required and output variables required. You have to assign properly. You have to assign properly. Okay, for that, take a while and think a while. Just decide how many number of input variables required, how many number of output variables required, and what is the kind of relation it is asking. Okay, now draw the truth table in terms of assigned inputs and outputs. I told you, draw the truth table in terms of assigned inputs and outputs. AB are my inputs, Z is my output. In terms of AB and Z, I have to fill the truth table. I have to fill the truth table. Okay, after that, write Boolean expressions for the outputs. Okay, I wrote Z equal to AB, that is expression for the output variable. Okay, output variable. After that, see, Next step is, this is very important step. This is very important step. See, I'm having one expression. See here, xy. Okay, I'm having one expression like xy. Okay, plus y. This is one expression. Okay, z1. This is one expression. Z1 is equal to xy plus y. Okay. So if I want to draw a logic for this expression, then I can take two variables. One is x, okay, and another one is y. Okay, so this xy means AND gate. Now I'm drawing this AND gate. Now see here, this is AND gate, and then that is connected with the one OR gate. See, this is my OR gate. Okay, this is my OR gate. Okay, good. It is good. Then, and here this is y. This is y itself. This terminal is z. Good. Okay. Here the point is, for this gate, one delay is required, T1, and for this gate also another unit of delay is required, that is T2. Okay. Then what is the total delay for this logic? T equal to total delay. Okay. T1 plus T2. Okay. So T1 plus T2. T1 is the delay by AND gate. T2 is the delay by OR gate. What about wire delay? Yes. Okay. Something plus. Okay. T0. T0 is the wire delay. Let it be. Okay. So total delay is this much. Total delay is this much itself. Means this wire is also taking T0 delay. Okay. Not a single wire. I'm just taking T0 is the delay offered by all wires itself. Similarly, this gate is taking some amount of power dissipation, that is P1, and this is also taking some amount of power dissipation, that is P2, and here wires also taking some amount of power consumption, that is P0. Now, the total power consumption taken by that logic P equal to, okay, P1 plus P2, okay, plus P0, okay, P0. Clear? So here two number of gates required. So with respect to amount of delay and with respect to amount of power dissipation. But so after knowing the information about the simplification and the minimization techniques, okay, I came to know that this approach is not correct one. This approach is not a correct one. What is the correct one? Yes, I can make some changes here. Okay, I can make some changes. What are the changes? I can take y as common. I can take y as common. Y of, okay, x plus 1, y of x plus 1. Okay, then what is the result? X plus 1 is always leading to 1, and then it is my y itself. Okay, so now your z1 is y. Okay, z1 is y itself. Now here this is z1, and another possibility of circuit is nothing but okay, y is equal to z1. Okay, y is equal to z1. Simply y is connected with a wire. Y is connected with a wire itself. If y is connected with a wire, then how about delay and power dissipation? If y is connected with a wire, how about delay and power dissipation? Yes. Okay. What about delay? What about delay? Can I write T equal to T0? Because still wire is there. Of course, I can say less than T0 because so many wires are there. Here only one straight wire is there. It is less than T0. And what about P? P is also less than or equal to P naught, because still wire is there, but that wire is less than previous wire. Okay. So definitely, as because of lack of awareness about the minimization, one person could able to design a logic of this type, okay, for the same expression, and the other person having the knowledge of minimization could able to realize a logic without even taking the gates. Okay. Advantage is here the circuit is with a lot of delay as well as power dissipation, whereas this circuit is with much reduced delay as well as power dissipation. Okay. Even it is not taking the silicon area to fabricate. Okay. A simple wire is enough. See, that is the advantage of going with the optimization and minimization techniques. Okay. Minimization techniques itself. Okay, guys, is it clear? Students, is it clear? Okay. So after working with the minimization, now what is your next step? You have to draw the diagrams. Okay. So here also, you guys need to work out as many as a possible number of diagrams you have to draw. As many as possible number of diagrams you have to draw. Okay. Means the same expression one can draw in terms of NAND gate, and the other person can draw in terms of NOR gate. The other person can draw with the normal gates, okay, without concentrating NAND and NOR. He can draw like that. It is possible for you to draw, okay, RTL diagrams or logics by using different gates. Now that is your step, RTL diagrams. Okay, RTL diagrams itself. So what is the advantage? Yes, here the answer for this question is, if you are working with NAND based design, what about the delay characteristics? If you are working with the NOR based design, what about the delay characteristics? That you should be able to differentiate in terms of delay, in terms of power dissipation, in terms of other characteristics also you have to define. Okay. But the thing is, without realizing your required diagram by using different gates, how can you estimate the performance? We cannot estimate the performance. Okay. That's why it is essential. Okay. Next step. Okay, next step. So this is the subject that is switching theory and logic design or digital IC design, something like that. Okay, next steps are write HDL codes. Okay, so definitely this part of thing should be covered, okay, in BTech syllabus, but without touching this write HDL codes, logic design won't be completed. Logic design won't be completed. Okay. So next step is verify the synthesis report for a device summary. Okay. So I will show you what is the advantage of writing code in different styles and getting the synthesis reports. Okay. Then after getting the synthesis reports only, I can make decision that yes, which type of HDL code for the same logic is good. Okay, to know that selection, we supposed to write a code, not a code, different types of codes for the same logic, different types of codes for the same logic itself. Okay. Yes. So next step is, here you are with different parameters. Okay, what are different parameters? Delay and area parameters. Okay, so this delay and area you supposed to compare with the expected parameters. Delay and area, you're supposed to compare with the expected parameters. Then, if the delay and area parameters obtained from my logic are matching with the expected parameters, then yes, I must feel happy. If not matching, then I supposed to work again. I supposed to work again. Yes, back means going back for the same step, repeated the same step again till my expected parameters are matching with the results. Matching with the results. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So now, so after completion of those levels of steps, we are in almost back-end stage. Okay, steps in VLSI design, that is with Mentor, CAD and Synopsys EDA tools. Okay. So after getting the RTL schematic, now you have to draw the schematics, RTL diagrams. Now you have to draw the schematics. Schematics means, I told you, in terms of transistors. I will show you. Now only I'm telling you the basic flow. Okay. For each and every red color word, I will do the justification. Okay. I'm having justification based explanation. Okay. In the coming sessions. Only I'm just showing you the procedure. Okay. Now, simulate and check for the again parameters. Earlier, your setup parameters are based on HDL codes. Now your setup parameters based on RTL schematics you are having with you. RTL schematics you are having with you. Okay. So if your setup parameters are not matching, again you have to change the schematic, type of schematic. Okay. Then, so if the parameters are matching with the expected, happy. Otherwise, again go back. Okay. So to where you supposed to go back? If possible, immediate back. If not possible, again back to the previous. Means you have to change this type of code, HTL code. You have to change the type of HTL code. Okay. Yes. After that, again, we have to consider the layout. Okay. I told you what is layout. Layout is nothing but a kind of sticker. What many of the girl students are using for nail art or nail paint. That is one thing, or else many of you guys have experienced with the process of wedding card preparation. Okay, wedding card preparation. So if you observe, so some kind of pattern you are providing, okay, to that fellow. Then based on that pattern, he will take a plastic cover type of sheet, and then the pattern from your side transported onto the plastic sheet. Then after getting the pattern, he will place that plastic cover or sheet or a smooth clean edge, and then he will put or pour a kind of paint and just adjust that paint to the formation, even formation. Then after even alignment of that paint, then if we remove that cover or plastic sheet, then whatever the pattern you are expecting, that is transported onto the your wedding card itself. Okay. Similarly, your silicon area, whatever the device, whatever the design you wanted to fabricate, that must be as per the layout only. Okay, I told you, while constructing building, each and every civil engineer should come up with a kind of layout. Okay, based on the plan. Here, your layout of IC is also a plan by which one could able to fabricate IC. Okay, one could able to fabricate IC. So this is about to draw the layout. After
Okay.
that,
So, sorry to interrupt you, sir. Hello.
carry on, sir. Carry on, sir. Please carry on.
Actually, time is no time is up, sir. Like we can close within a 5 minutes. Within a 5 minutes.
Oh, is it, sir? Is it 8 I supposed to stop?
Yes, yes.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Okay,
I'll
sir.
close, sir. Only one line is there.
Yeah. Please.
Thank you, sir.
Mm.
So here getting your layout is not a deal itself, but that layout without mistakes or without errors. Okay. Getting a layout for house is not a deal, but getting that layout for the house without interfering into neighbor's house is a deal. Okay, we supposed to maintain a gap, sufficient amount of gap between our own wall and the neighbor wall. So there is a spacing problem. Okay, here also in the IC also, you are with a lot of layers, and we supposed to maintain proper spacing between layer to layer, layer to layer. Then only we are not getting any kind of errors, electronic errors or shortcuts or opens between all the layers. For that, you need to go for the DRC, design rule check, layout versus schematic, and the parasitics. These are the estimates by which one can predict a layout is with error or without error. If you are not checking these things, if you straight away send this layout to the fabrication, then there may be a chance of short or open, okay, which is not good. Your functionality violated. IC is ready, but it is not for the intended function. That's why go for the physical verification. If it is okay, then happy. Okay, then you are going to generate okay, you are going to generate a GDS II file. Now see, so this fellow is not happy because parameters are not matching. Okay, if it is okay, then submit that GDS II Gerber data stream for information interchange file to the fab unit. Then, okay, we will get a good IC. Okay, so at the end, see the facial expressions of this fellow, because good IC means all his hard work, okay, is appearing as a result of good IC itself. Okay, I'm very sorry if I exceeded my time, as because of uh, misassumption in the timing. I took additional time, and from tomorrow onwards, I can maintain the time also. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you to all the participants, and you need to fill the feedback form which was shared in the chat box. Okay, thank you all.